So we might have an issue, but a good issue. Hold on a sec. Oh, that is cramped. So as you all know, if you've been following the channel, ooh, that's dirty. Actually, that's just messed up from the time I was grinding on that. Anyways, you know I have a 99 Ford Ranger. If you've really been following along the channel, you know I have an obsession with Ford Rangers. Now, here's the thing about this Ford Ranger. I was going to rebuild the engine, had a blown head gasket, found out the pistons were fried, and a bearing had spun. Still going to rebuild the engine, have all the parts. Well, we have other things we got to get done as well to this truck. One of which, I was going to rebuild the engine, just sell the truck, or possibly keep it, who knows. However, Cletus McFarland is hosting a race at the Freedom Factory. Now, what you might be thinking is, did I get a spot? If you follow my Instagram, you will know. I did get a tech card to race in the Danger Ranger 9000. I entered this truck. I could have easily went and got another truck, but I entered this one. Here are some things. A, being the engine. It is not in the truck. It is sitting right over here, completely in pieces. But like I said, I do have all the parts to put it back together. This piston, not as bad as this piston. However, everything else is pretty much good. Now, some other things. Windshield has a crack, so we have to change out the windshield. Probably we'll just do that on our own. The other rules for this event, besides the engine has to be stock, transmission has to be stock. Well, engine has to be stock. Suspension has to be stock with slight adjustments, meaning I could probably adjust camber, which Ford Rangers don't have camber adjustment unless they, look at this, somebody already put in the camber adjustment bolts, which means we can adjust the camber. What's this? Do we need this? Oh, that's from one of the old plug wires. Don't need it. The other thing he wants, steel wheels. Safety procedure. I totally understand because alloys crack very easily. So we have to get steel wheels, which I'll probably be getting today. The other thing, all body panels have to be on. However, tailgate delete is acceptable. However, we're not going to win this race by power, which we sort of will. We're going to win it with aero. Well, we're going to attempt to. The other thing, has to have a 4-point cage with harness. So, need a door bar, and a main hoop with the harness bar, and that is what is required for this race. However, do we need this entire interior? No. All we need are pedals and the steering wheel. Airbags are going to come out. Whole interior is going to come out. All the door cards, everything, and the windows are going to come out. The other thing is we do need a window net. We will be getting that installed, or I'll be installing it either way. We're going to try and find a racing seat just because weight savings. Brakes, not required, but I'm going to be getting a set of power stop brakes for this truck, front and rear, to help eliminate heat soak, well, not heat soak, but help with the heat dissipation for the brakes, because going on a circle track, you're going to get heat built up in the brakes. Now, engine-wise, some of you already know this is a 3-liter V6, not the 4-liter V6. I'm going to give you guys a little heads up on why I actually want to rebuild this engine for this truck for this race and not get a 4-liter. Everyone thinks if I have a 4-liter, I feel like I just wiped my face with my hand and I'm probably all smudged up. Anyways, the 4-liter stock to the crank makes about 160 horsepower. The 3-liter makes 152 horsepower. The The 4-liter weighs over 100 pounds more. That's just the engine itself. The weight to power ratio between the two engines, guess which one is better? The 3-liter V6. Sure, the 4-liter might have a little bit more torque, but the 3-liter will rev out a little bit more, and it'll get up to speed, and it'll be a little bit more powerful, especially if we take all the weight out of this truck. However, if we take all the weight out of here, we have no weight back here. That's why I want to do a different type of bed cover on this truck. Also, the drop-in is going to be coming out because I hate drop-in bed liners. Mirrors, probably going to take the mirrors off and maybe do like a nice little plate here. Who knows? So, yeah, we have a lot to do, and July 1st is like tomorrow / probably when this video comes out. And the race is in August. And we still have to drive down there. That was a bug. What did I get into? Anyways, we're going to continue the rebuild on that engine. However, I'm also going to be doing a build series on this truck, getting ready for the Danger Ranger 9000, because I am so freaking excited for this. Like, seriously, I love Ford Rangers. As you guys know, I help a friend work on his. I used to have one. I have this one. My dad had one when I was born that I literally would sneak out of the house to go sleep in it as a toddler. I didn't even know how to walk. I would crawl out. Well, I had to know how to walk to get the front door open. But it was like a storm door, so if it wouldn't, like, I would have to push it. I could push it open. So anyways, I was barely able to walk, and I was climbing into the bed of my dad's Ranger to be able to sleep whenever he came home from working nights. So, yeah. And we, of course, we got the tow pig, which does need some work done to it. There's a PCV pump that is leaking oil on the passenger side that I've been putting off. I've had the part for like 2 months now. So, we got to get this running. The other thing is, when I brought this truck home, it was not running. The brakes seem to work, but we're going to be changing the brakes anyways. Transmission, have no idea. The guy told me it worked, but who knows? Transmission might give out in the 3rd lap, or it's going to hold strong and win us the race. Oh, and it's a good thing I bought that car hauler, which, unless you guys follow my Instagram, you have no idea. But one day, I've been actually searching for a car hauler for a while now to haul around the side-by-side. This one popped up. It's a 2004 PJ, 18 foot. The boards are like brand spanking new on it almost. The guy had plywood over it because he was hauling gravel, like loose material. I mean, for a 2004, it's not bad. Everything's in pretty good shape. I hauled it like an hour and a half home. Pulled nicely, brakes on it work. So, good thing I bought that, because we're going to be using that to get the Ranger to Florida. I have a lot to do. Like, a lot to do. But anyways, if any of you guys ever used to Circle Track or still do Circle Track, if you want to give me some tips and pointers on like tire size, suspension adjustments that I can make, things like that nature, especially if you drove trucks and stuff like that. Like I said, I want to do a custom bed cover to help with the downforce on the rear end. So yeah, otherwise the truck mainly has to stay stock, but we take enough weight out of it. Like I said, I'm procuring steel wheels today. Shit, I don't know if I said that, but so I just want to get this video out there to let you guys know we're switching up the Ranger rebuild to a Ranger build in a way to make it a race truck. I also want to say a big thank you to Cletus and everybody at the Freedom Factory for putting this on. This is going to be a lot of fun. Grateful for the opportunity. We just got to get this truck up to par and running. So there are kids playing in flood waters. So yeah, looking forward to coming down, racing a bunch of Ford Rangers, taking home the W. And I've been wanting to name this truck but I don't know what the name is. So if you guys can think of a name, let me know. And I'll catch you laters.